In this video, I will show you 50 things about Bee Swarm Simulator that you may not know about. Since Bee Swarm got an update, I think it's a great moment to post a Bee Swarm Simulator video. Anyway, you can count the amount of things you didn't know out of 50 if you want to. Let's start with some simpler ones, like, did you know Bee Swarm Simulator got 30 updates in total? That's without part 2s of Beesmas. Bee Swarm Simulator released on the 23rd of March, year 2018, which is almost 7 years ago, and almost half of 30 updates came out in the first year of the game's existence. Pretty crazy that the game got about as many updates in the next almost 6 years after that. The best area in the game is the 35th Bee Zone, and it was added all the way back in 28 September 2019, so it has been the best one for over 5 years now. Both blue and red HQ buildings were meant to have elite HQ rooms which would have better items sold in them. You can still see where an entrance was meant to be placed. Robo-Bear looks like this right now, but it was planned years ago and was meant to look differently. This is what the face used to look like. I mentioned updates earlier, but did you know the game got 7 Beesmas events by now? The 2 latest Beesmas events were different thought, unlike the past Beesmas events. They didn't add anything really new to the game, but just used the same content since Juanette said he won't be making it as special anymore. Supreme Star Amulet needs 40 gifted bees, but did you know you actually had to have 40 different gifted bees in your hive to buy it before? The map isn't exactly hard to escape, with many places where you could just jump outside the borders pretty easily. If you walk outside the map and go right at the bottom of 35 Bee Zone, you will find a hole in the ground with a huge empty space. But that empty space does have its own little secret. By going in right direction, you will find this little drawing Juanette made years ago. Feels like it's mostly focused on the 35B area. If you look up in the sky, you can see a bright dot. That's the Gummy Bear's place where you enter after feeding Gummy Bee with a gum drop. Behind the Honey Mask Shop place, there is this tunnel which you can't enter. But back in 2020 in Test Realm, you could enter this tunnel, and there you would find this Test Realm field with Tier 5 flowers. Pretty cool, right? By running into Werewolf and activating Coconut Bag's shield, you can actually defeat the cave monsters since they won't be able to deal damage to you. That's also how you get the Honey Bee Egg. A while ago, there used to be an item called Eviction. It would remove your bees from the slots, but later it was removed and Onett added the option to place an egg on top of the bee instead, keeping the levels in this case. Another thing from years ago is Boost Market. Boost Market does pretty much what it sounds like. You get to buy boosts for specific fields you choose. It was too random and unpredictable, so it was later on removed from the game. Petal Planter could have costed a Spirit Petal just like other petal items, but Spirit Bear never got additional quests, and this never happened. Bean bugs can randomly spawn, but you could also spawn then with Wind Shrine. Now I think you can use basic eggs to spawn them, but let me know if I'm being wrong about the basic eggs part. In Test Realm, you could use 75 bees at once instead of 50. Now that feature won't be added to the main game. Though you can see the price for the 51st slot, the game just won't allow you to get it. The only egg you could buy for tickets used to be the golden egg, but not long ago that was changed and now you can buy all 4 variants of the eggs. The Noob Shop has 3 accessory items, but it used to be 4. Strange Goggles used to be an item from a little event, but later it was removed from the shop. Around the map you can find hidden words either being in some way a part of the code, or being code itself, like this one on the red HQ building. Retro Swarm was meant to be a part of Roblox Classic event, but Onett decided to keep it and make into actual part of the game like this. Years ago, the players for the first time got to see the Crimbolt Bee. Since then, it has been a myth. Some people still believe it will one day return and become an actual bee. It's meant to be a combination of Crimson and Cobalt bees. Back in the first months of Bee Swarm Simulator, bees did not have any leveling system at all, which also means there was no food for them. Bear Bee used to cost 1,000 Robux, but later was made cheaper to cost only 800 Robux. The price did not change till this day and won't change from what it looks like. When Windy Bee was added, you could actually buy it with Robux, so you could actually have Windy Bee as your first ever bee in the game if you wanted to. Before the game released, the bee faces were changed. You can see how the faces of some bees could have looked like, but they were changed to the ones we know today. There are red, blue, and white flowers. But what about yellow flowers? They were an idea before the release, but as you understand, never made it into the game. Now you know the 2 game passes, or well, vouchers that give you permanent boost, right? But did you know about Ticket Game Pass? It would double your chances on getting tickets and would cost 700 Robux. Those who got it did get to keep it till this day, though. When gummy boots were firstly added, they would cover in goo 1 flower at a time. But later it was increased and now you have a bigger trail of goo like this. Moon Amulet can actually have up to 5 boosts on the same time, ticket chance and movement collection. Getting both of those would be insanely rare, but it is possible. Not too long ago, Onett added a lot of new leaderboards and many give you rewards as well. Rewards weren't a thing for daily leaderboards before. There is a secret sprout called Debug Sprout. Now it is a secret one because only Onett can spawn it, and it mainly gives bitter berries, neon berries, and atomic treats. Back to bee levels. When they were added, the highest level was 10, then it was changed to 15, then 20, and finally to 25. At the moment, it's impossible to get level 25 bees. Planter of Plenty is the most expensive item in the game right now. Maybe we will see more expensive items in the future of the game. Talking about future items, Onett once told about red, blue, and white end-game bags, but they have still not been added. And same can be said about the sprinklers. There could have been red, blue, and white endgame sprinklers. There is a chance those items haven't been added due to Elite HQ rooms not existing yet. Bubble Wand, Pineapple, Sunflower, and Pumpkin can all start spitting on the fields, which if collected will give you some rewards. Sounds weird, but that's the game. There are only 2 ways of getting gifted Mythic Egg outside the Beesmas events. You can get one for being top 25 in daily top rare bee pollen collectors, or by completing 500 quests from Sticker Seeker Quest Machine. There are 5 specific eggs you can get: Bumblebee Egg from Rhino Beetles, Rascal Bee Egg from Ladybugs, Baby Bee Egg from Tunnel Bear, Honey Bee Egg from Cave Monster, and Commander Bee Egg from Commando Chick. We are all used to how enzymes look like right now. But originally, they were meant to look like this. Pretty weird to see enzymes like this after being used to their actual design. There have once been Plastic Egg in Bee Swarm Simulator. The Plastic Egg was a part of 2019 Egg Hunt, the only egg you could not hatch into a bee. There used to be a mysterious figure which could also be called Eggwick or Evilwick. It was later replaced by a Star Jelly token. In the early Bee Swarm Simulator, if you didn't have enough bees for an area, that didn't mean you couldn't get there. So with the help of Sunflower, you could have gotten into 15 bee area with 0 bees. If you get lucky enough to have Mondo Chick with Wild Vicious Bee on the same time, you can get the Wild Vicious Bee to actually defeat the Mondo Chick for you, or get a really nice help on defeating it. Mountaintop Field did not have its own badge until Sticker Update, which finally gave the field its badge. The old BBM used to stand near Panda Bear and could even give you a mask which would look like a bigger version of himself, and it even gave some boosts. And the final fact of the video, you know Gummy Bee costs 2,500 of gumdrops, but did you know it used to cost 500 tickets just like other event bees? And those were 50 facts about Bee Swarm Simulator. How many of those did you know about already? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. You can watch one of these videos while waiting for a new one. They are good too. Join my Discord server. You can chat with me and other members. The link is in description, and I will see you soon.